Manchester United are out. Brown and Bumo has rattled the crossbar. The supporters are invading the pitch because Grimsby Town have caused one of the biggest upsets in their history.
Now, that was Darragh Byrne's heroics as Grimsby Town beat Manchester United in the Carabao Cup last night. And Darragh joins us now. How are you, Darragh? Have you came back down to earth?
Yeah, just about. Now, it was an unbelievable night. Totally against the odds. Nobody probably thought we could have done it. But yeah, look, it's memories now I'll have for the rest of my life.
I love when people say nobody thought that we could do it. But did you think yourselves that you could do it?
Look, you always have to believe, you know what I mean? If you don't believe, there's no point stepping out onto the pitch. Obviously they're an unbelievable team and they're a team I've supported since I'm a kid, but look, you have to back yourself. It was always going to be a big ask, but thankfully we got over the line.
So back up a little bit there. Manchester United are the team that you support.
Yeah. So it was a mad all night last night, to be fair. Seeing all the players and all, but no, it was brilliant.
It must have been unbelievable, and like to also put in the performance that you put in yourself, and we heard a little bit about it there, Darragh, the assist and the penalties as well. It just seemed to all come together for you. Was that how it felt?
Yeah, look, I think football can be cruel or it can be very good, yeah, and I think it was very good to me last night, you know what I mean? Obviously getting this system and playing a big part in the win, and obviously taking the 2 penalties in the shootout. I didn't think I'd have to take a second penalty, but I was just thankful the first one went in, and then I was just about trying to stay calm for the second one, and lucky enough that went in as well.
Watching the penalty shootout last night, I couldn't help but think, are Grimsby Town just hoarding all the left footers, because every penalty taker nearly seemed to be a left footer?
Yeah, we've some amount of left footers on the team, to be fair. I've never been in a team with so many left footers, so probably a bit unusual for Onana last night, but now look, the lads done well, and they took them home, so it was a happy camp last night.
So how were you feeling when you were shaping up against Onana?
Yeah, the first one I was calm, to be fair. I like taking penalties, so I was just about picking my spot and just trying to stay calm, and I was relieved obviously when I went in. The second one, when I seen the keepers taking the penalties, I was like, this could come back around to me. Couldn't really believe it, to be honest, but same again, just trying to stay calm and put it away. So luckily I went in, and yeah, that was a good night all around.
Yeah, very much so. A lot of focus on penalties of late. We've seen some really good ones and some really poor ones as well, but you seem to do really well. Had you been practicing them?
No, we didn't actually practice any penalties the day before. So that was a bit of a mad one, to be fair, the way I went to penalties, and the lads done excellent, but no, we've actually been a bit unlucky with penalties this season. I think we've had 5 penalties and missed 2 or 3. So, look, I was just delighted all the lads done the business last night and got us over the line.
Your assist as well was pretty perfect. That crossfield ball. You could obviously see where you wanted it to go, but did you envision that it was going to go into the net after that?
No, look, I just seen him out wide, and I just says try and find him, and I backed myself with me passing range. So once I got there to Chaz, I knew he'd do the business. He scores goals, and I was just buzzing when we went 1-0 up. That one 2-0 up. So yeah, it was just a perfect night all around.
And then when Harry Maguire got the leveller, how were you feeling then?
Panicking. I was like, just don't let us slip away. I think they missed a big chance as well, just before the referee blew the whistle. Look, sometimes you need luck to go your way in football. They're obviously a world-class team. We needed luck to be on our side last night, and I think it was, but I think we deserved it. I think maybe the first 60 minutes we were excellent, maybe hanging on the last half an hour, but we would have took our hand off before the game to get them the penalties, so we were very happy.
Yeah, you're very much the story. Well, you guys and Ruben Amorim as well, because he seemed to just really struggle when the penalties were going on. Were you just focused on the job, or could you kind of get a sense of what was going on out around you and just the situation? It must have been tense.
Oh, the fans were unbelievable for us. They were like our 12th man last night, and look, when it goes to penalties, it's a lottery, you know what I mean? You're hoping the keeper can do the business for you, and the lads can tuck them home, and that's just the way it went last night for us. As I said, luck was on our side. Look, they're obviously, in my opinion, they're the biggest club in the world because I'm a Manchester United fan. And look, as I said, we needed a bit of luck to beat them, and we got it last night, but I think it was truly deserved.
Yeah, and what about Manchester United now, do you think, just given the Ruben Amorim interview afterwards, when you could see how upset and frustrated he is by I guess the effort levels really of his players at times too, and what situation do you think he's going to find himself in? Because you could have played a role in his downfall.
Yeah, look, I really do think he's a top manager. I think he's only been in the door less than a year. I don't think he's been here too long, or maybe a year, but I think he's got kind of in the squad he wants now and the players he wants. I'm sure they'll be fine, you know what I mean? Probably a bit of change of scenery coming to Blundell Park instead of Old Trafford. But maybe that played a role in it last night, but no, look, I'm sure they'll be fine. He's a top manager, and obviously he's world class players there, so I'm sure they'll turn it around.
So what's life like for you then? Like, just give me a little bit of insight into the setup that you have, and how much you're enjoying life at Grimsby Town.
Yeah, no, look, I obviously signed in January, so I've been here 8 months. I've loved every single minute of it. Probably a bit difficult for me when I first came over because obviously I came from the League of Ireland with Rovers, having a loan there for the year and trying to get back up to speed after having a couple of weeks off. But I really feel like I've helped the team this season so far. I'm loving every minute of it. I've got a lot of minutes this season, so yeah, look, I can't complain. I'm loving it, and long may it continue.
And in terms of levels, then, because everybody here is obsessed with where the League of Ireland ranks, and there is a feeling anyway that it is on the up. Is it much of a difference to playing in League Two than it is playing the League of Ireland?
Yeah, look, now I love the League of Ireland. I love me time there. I just think when you're a young lad, you want to play in the UK, you know. There's some big clubs in League Two, and you go to big stadiums, and it was always my ambition to come back here and try and have a career over here. Yeah, look, there's very good players over here as there is in the League of Ireland, but probably physically and athletically, it's a jump up. And look, I'm loving it so far, and yeah, as I said, long may it continue.
Yeah, very much so. So, any dreams of going back and playing a bit of Gaelic football with Meath, or is that all done and dusted?
No, Jesus, no, definitely not from Eden anyway. I'm actually, all my family's from Dublin, so
Okay.
I wouldn't even support me, to be fair. I'd be done myself. No, look, I love playing the game when I was younger, but no, fully focused on the football.
And who did you play with, and what was your position?
I used to play corner forward, so I used to play the game match at like 3 o'clock on a Saturday after playing for Kevin's on a Saturday morning. So they used to just stick me in the corner. I used to play for just my local team around the corner, just called St. Pat's. So in Istanbul, and yeah, it was great. I loved it. I loved playing Gabo, and football was always my first love.
So you're going to do a Kevin Moore on it then.
Yeah,
um,
I loved that.
so growing up then, you mentioned Kevin's, and was it St. Pat's then for a while then at youth level as well?
Yeah, now it was Kevin's, it was Swords Manor, and then that was my local team. Um, Played for Shells for a bit, and then went on to Kevin's, and then on the Pats for the League of Ireland setup when it got introduced. Love playing at Pats, love playing at Rovers. Look there, that's the journey that gets you where you are,
Mm.
you know what I mean? So I can just thank all them clubs for playing a part of my journey, and yeah, I'll always be thankful for all the coaches and staff that have helped me.
There's so many young kids now who are on a similar journey to you. What advice do you have for those youngsters who are embarking on football careers, and would like to go at some stage and play in the UK?
Yeah, look, it's tough. It is tough. People probably can sell you a dream, but there's a lot of downs in the industry. It can be tough at times. It can be lonely, but like the rewards, like last night, it was you do anything to just relive the moment again, and it's only 24 hours later. Just for any young lad, just work hard. You have to be dedicated. And look, you need a bit of luck on your side as well. So if you work hard and you're dedicated, hopefully the luck can come your way. And yeah, that's really it. Just enjoy it. Just enjoy it for as long as you can, and just love playing football.
Shamrock Rovers, your former club, are in action tonight against Santa Clara. They are up to one on aggregate. How do you think they're going to get on?
Yeah, I think they got over the line tonight. Obviously, loved me time at the club last year. Made friends for life. Stephen Bradley was absolutely excellent with me and all the staff there, and but especially Stephen. Got a really good relationship with him and would speak to him quite often since I've come over. Kept in touch now. He was brilliant with me, and I hope they can get over the line tonight. But I'm pretty confident they will, and it'd be great for the club.
Yeah, and for Shells as well to hopefully hold on to that lead against Linfield, even just to have those two clubs progress in Europe for Irish football. How positive would that be?
Yeah, look, I hope Shells get over the line as well. I think they will. I think they're 3-1 up already, so they have a bit of a bigger lead than Rovers. But now it'll be a tough game for them as well. I think that the two clubs will get over the line tonight, and it'll obviously be the first time two Irish clubs have been in the European competition. So at the same time, which will be excellent, grow the league as much as you can, and yeah, I wish them all the best tonight. I'll be watching.
And then just for yourselves, Sheffield Wednesday in the next round of the Cup. How do you fancy that?
Yeah, that'd be a tough game. Hillsborough going to an iconic stadium like that will be something to look forward to as well. But I think we have a couple of big league games to be looking forward to. I don't think the gaffer would be too impressed. We talked about that already. So, on the Bristol Rovers on Saturday, and we'll look forward to that in a couple of weeks.
Darragh, thank you so much for taking the time to speak to us and for last night as well. It was so entertaining. I think you gave everybody just a super night. Well, everybody bar the Manchester United fans, all the neutrals enjoyed the story so much. It was brilliant, and fair play to you. You didn't shirk one bit under all of that pressure, and it was great to see Irish lads doing so well.
Thanks very much. Thanks for having me on.
Game on. Soccer.